Okay, guys, we're on to our haunted house kingdom. I started putting this. This was painted a long time ago. In fact, this used to be attached to this one so they would stand up. So I just took all the former stickers off, painted these guys black, the new ones, and yeah, we're gonna play around. So we're gonna do. I did all the lineup of the witch's broom, their shoes, their hats are all outside on the porch. Okay. Now these little wooden things I've painted, obviously, and they stick out. They have a little like foam thing on the back. Okay. So, but these things I'm gonna have to glue because I pulled them off of the other stuff. So we're gonna put a little glue on our little black hat and the rest of the bats. So there we go. Oh, good. It fits perfectly over that. Okay. We're going to do one of these hats. We're just out on the porch, just a-waiting. We got Spider. So we'll do them over here because they're a little bigger. Because I pulled the ghost off of this. Alright, so we'll use these guys. Some of the smaller stickers here that will show up. Because the bats are kind of too small. And then they're black, so they're not going to work on the black ones. So, we'll do this. Let's see what we can find in here for a sticker. The idea of the hats and feet sort of sitting on the porch. So, their boots. Here's a little ghost. A little sticker ghost pumpkin. Maybe we'll try that. See if we can get him, because he's supposed to be flying, so we can put him up at the top. Got anything else here that might be flying? Here we go. There we go. But I do like the little green witch with the hat on, so we'll put that there. So there we go. We'll probably come back to them later. But anyway, so now that I've done that, I wanted to start on the black ones. This gray I just kind of messed up, if you know what I'm saying. And I just sort of very lightly sprayed these. Now this one came out a little darker, but you'll see this one has a little bit of just a grayish look. But for these darker ones, I didn't want to use anything black. So, but I have these ghosts, y'all have seen. So we're going to put them sort of up at the top. Because I only have 3. So we're going to do 2. Do the bigger houses with 2. The 2 bigger houses have ghosts at the top. They're flying all around. Then we have our small ghosts. Oh, we got another bat here I don't want. Okay, so we have 4 ghosts left. And I would just totally love to know what happened to all my ghosts, because I know these came in a pack. So, but we'll do 3 ghosts on each house. The big one at the top, smaller ones sort of hanging out. Or you could actually put them behind and have them peek it out the window. But I don't know if I want that or not. Let's see. We'll try up here. There's a good spot right there. So yeah. So there's our 3 ghosts sort of haunting the place. Pull our strings off. go. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I wish I had more because the white shows up so much better on the black here. For the black, I think I'll just leave the rest black as they are. Because I don't really see anything here that would work. Well, I do have a witch's hat here. So, let's see what we got. Get that off. Ripping it. So we'll put the little witch's hat on the porch. Oh, and we have a little cauldron here. So we'll put the cauldron out on the porch. And these, I believe, there's still a secondary sticker here. Yeah, there is. There's the one you pull off and then the one beneath it. So maybe we will put on this one. A broom. Yeah. And a broom. Okay. Then we'll use the sticker hat in the purple because that will show up nicely. We really don't have a whole lot of room left on this one anyway. So they all have that little something something on the porch. But anyway, so here we have, they're decorated. I wish I had, I think, here's my ghost. I think I'm going to put another ghost on here because he just looks like not at all decorated enough. So we'll put that third little ghost on here. You can take these off if you want. I don't personally really care. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put, I'm going to put the lighter one here just slightly behind, and guess what? We need to move the hat over to this side of the porch because this is going to be glued behind here, so this will help it stand. So again, guys, y'all know I only use Gorilla Glue, so to get quite a bit of that Gorilla Glue on that whole side there and on this base so that this will work and stay nicely, I have to flip it over so I can kind of judge how much here is going to be showing. There we go. So I don't want to cover too much of the windows on it, but I do want it to stand up. This will help it stand up. And of course, y'all know we have the, what do you call it, that will help it. But as we go along, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because the other one's going to be on this end that stands up. Because it definitely worked with these two, standing up. And I had them two, just them two, and nothing else. So, now our other big one is, okay, we're still going to see our broom. Just take that and move it just ever so slightly over. Here we go. And again, muddy up that whole side with your glue. Lots of glue, lots of glue. And then your base here. Make sure you're getting your base. Lots of glue. So it'll hold in all the areas here. You just want to that up on the lip and make sure they stay. Okay. So we'll do this side first, because these are kind of little askewed, all of them, because obviously they're little haunted houses. So I'm going to make sure this side's level first. And y'all can always put something under here to keep the rest of it level. You know, just lots and lots of that Gorilla Glue. Again, stand it up, guys. Make sure it's gonna stand. But yeah, I do have these pallets here that you could put underneath to keep it level. You know, again, your little porches. Use it for a little porch. I don't know why I do this. But yeah, have yourself a little porch. It's where all your stuff is, right? We're going to do our last little guy over here. Because this is sort of a one-story. We're just attaching the one side to the bigger house. Ghost back over here somewhere. So I'm not wasting my ghosts. So I don't like them. Okay. So again, you could paint these black, give them a nice little porch. As you see, the two ends have a nice little porch, right? But as you can see, that's staying up even without the porches. So, now the reason why I'm doing this is because that would be on the porch. Right? These have more things on the porch. So we need to go this way with it. So everything's on the porch. And then we can do another long one here where the broom and the cauldron are. So long as it's standing on its own, I'm pretty happy. But this would make it more solid. I do want to set up lots of lights for the. Okay, there we are, guys. She's all lit up. Hope I got it all in the frame. This is my little neutral haunted house from Dollar Tree last year. So we have the little ghost. I lit it all up in the back. I mean, you guys could run, you know, I have bigger lights that you could. I also use one of these Dollar Tree, you know, the long plank things. That's black behind here. But we do have the lace cloth, and we do have a black satin pillowcase. We do have creepy cloth. You can do this all out. This is not obviously where I'm putting this for the season. So this is just my craft table. But yeah, there's a bunch of things you can put out there besides the little wooden planks. Like I said, this is holding up pretty good. But you could also just run lights across this plank back here. Regular fairy lights or whatever. So, hope you like. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below. And I will see you on my next video.